We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home Ayo Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Spin the block.
Here go Wack. Wack 100 is into the building. Wack, what's up?
Yo.
You saw my YouTube video moving around, huh?
Man, did I see it? You know I got a damn coat team.
Oh, okay.
They talking about what's going on with you and Verb. I thought you was the voice of reason. I said, man, I think I know. I said, and I missed a couple calls from bro, and I think he thinks that I'm trying to duck something.
Mm-hmm.
So Verb gonna be Verb, and I understand Verb because we kind of respond the same to certain shit.
For sure.
Is this? It was a youngster running a room.
He right next to you. He already here.
Yeah, I don't even really know his name.
His name is Adept. He's the one that found out what Geechi Gotti is.
Okay, so one of my spies just sent me his phone number yesterday. I just called it. He answered, right?
Okay.
But he was running a real room, and I told myself yesterday because he was playing a clip with you in it. So I didn't know. I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened with Verb and Geechi, right? Mm. So I figured, well, whatever just happened with me and this young man, Verb gonna see it, and now you gonna sit back in that chair like you do and say, well, why Wack ain't said nothing? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna get attacked.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Now I got a lot of shit going on. We got West Coast on fire right now.
Is it? That's a great phrase, nigga. That's a great phrase.
I done predicted a few things. Shit going on. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna be real. The youngster yesterday, he was real respectful, and he kind of, cause I seen he was letting me off the hook. You know, I kind of had a longer conversation with him, with giving him some guidance, right? Mm-hmm. You know, I am an exposer. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I got to call a spade a spade.
Okay, I'm glad. So are you telling me right now we're going to have fair gameplay? Is that what you telling me?
Yeah, listen, if I'm not who I'm supposed to be with you, you a battle rapper, nigga. I'm going to hear about it for... So I can't be nothing but real, especially talking about this shit, because I'm the one that lit the fire about this kind of shit. So the minute I get to doing a dance, everybody gonna be like, Wack on some bullshit.
Yeah. So let's do this. Adept. Now, first off, before we even start, I want y'all to know Geechi Gotti put AIDS on my name because he's angry about it.
Wait.
Yeah, let me get there.
What is you talking about? AIDS?
Then he turned his phone off. He said he turned his phone off for the weekend.
Wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. Adept just confirmed. I ain't never said nothing about this boy that was out of line, or I ain't brought his fucking paperwork up. Adept has been attacking the nigga the whole time. He put AIDS on my name.
Well, why he mad at you? What did you do?
Well,
from what I heard on his channel, you put something up, I don't know what, but you felt, okay, he might have took it wrong, you took it down. Okay. I don't know what you put up.
Let me hip you to it. When Adept was on live doing his thing, where we come from, and St. Louis niggas are confirmed, when putting a tag on a nigga is saying, hey, you putting a case on him like that, right? So I wrote it in St. Louis term. I said, you can't put a case on him like that. And then my next line, Wack, I said, but you cannot do this without paperwork. Is that not accurate, Adept?
That's a fact.
Okay.
So he got mad at you because you said that?
Inflamed and told me he was going across my chin and started making threats.
I don't believe that, Verb.
Nah, it's all documented.
Shit.
Come on, bro. Bro, that's not. You didn't say nothing wrong.
Nothing.
It sounded to me like you was addressing him.
Hey, Wack, look. Adept was finna attack me for protecting him. Everybody here watched it. That nigga just upped on me and said he was gonna go across my chin.
That's a little...
All Ayo Verb did was actually defend Geechi at that point. That's what his tweet said.
Ain't this crazy? But okay, now look, I'm gonna let you do this, Adept. Walk him down. You go ahead and talk to Wack, and let's see what Wack say about it.
Well, it's similar to what me and Wack already talked about yesterday in terms of the confidential interview he had with the police on
Wait, who
October
is this
11th.
telling me? Oh, Geechi said bring him up.
No, we're not bringing him up. I got AIDS, nigga.
No.
Fuck you. We
Hold
gonna leave it
on,
where
Verb.
it's at.
Hold on.
Hey, Wack,
Verb.
listen. Hey, Wack.
Could I, Verb?
Hey, Wack. Hey, Wack. I hear you.
I know you dominant. Can you
I thought
please
Geechi was
hear me
turning
out?
off his phone for the weekend.
Hey, Wack.
Can you please hear me out?
Hey, Wack. Let me tell you something.
Geechi, Verb, can you look, please, can you hear me out? Because I know if I let you go, it's gonna turn into that. Now I'm gonna speak for the listeners, and I'm gonna be real. I have some questions. See, I can give you what I say is supposed to be, right? But this dude yesterday said a lot of shit that I got questions. If he's down there and want to come up, don't kill the content. Have the conversation.
All right, you Wack. Hey, Wack. Just because.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Wack. Just because of that. Hey, look. But let me tell you something. That nigga said I got AIDS, man. I don't. I
know, but let's talk about me and you both know. But listen. Don't let a troll overshadow the real shit because it's about him. So I don't know how he got in there.
People deserve like some groundwork though, some background before Geechi comes up.
Yeah,
listen. We've already heard it. I remember it, and I'm pretty sure he heard it. I know Verb, you heard it. It's real simple now. Hey, I don't know how. I don't know where he at. Maybe you can see.
Okay, look. Before I do all that though,
I'm in the chat.
Look. Hey, look. Before all that, hey, look. He ran in here when you came here. Hold on. Before we do all that,
nigga, I don't even know all this shit work. I don't be on here. I forgot I even had an account.
Look, I'm gonna show y'all. Before we do all that, right? Before we do it, I did nothing wrong to that whole ass nigga. And look, hold on, let me get this straight.
That's why you should leave it right there, because I want to ask him about that too.
Okay, look, check this out. I'm gonna bring this nigga up. Man, if that nigga get out of pocket, he burning.
Verb, let the content because I want to ask him if what you telling me, he shouldn't have got mad, but I don't know. So I gotta ask him. I'm like, why would he get mad at you about that? But maybe he heard something else.
I ain't finna do no arguing. We speaking all facts. Man.
Okay, listen, bro.
What it do, man?
Let's start with this.
Let's go.
He said, dude put something up, adept, and he told dude, you need to have all your facts and paperwork and whatever. You shouldn't put that up. And you flipped on him, and he didn't know why. I said, I don't know.
Boom. So let's address that. The weirdo dude put up some fake lying stuff, right? So he puts on his page, on his Twitter, man, he making a crazy case on Gotti, and he do on the next line. Hold on, I'm gonna let you say. And then on the next line, he do say, man, but you do need the paper. He's like, no, he said you need the paperwork, and that's really gonna seal the deal. I said, bro, he ain't making no crazy
I didn't
case
use
on
the
me.
phrase
You
seal
gonna
the
make
deal.
it go across your chin.
Hey, listen, man.
Okay, so hold on, wait. The personal shit. Look, because for one, Gotti, dude questioned me about this shit yesterday, and I told him what I told him. I'm like, it got to be some missing factors here. Gotti know when it comes to some paperwork or some sealed shit or some shit, right? I said, I understand that nigga neighborhood, and if you telling me it was 4 crime,
so people said the same thing about Big U
if
not
it's
that
4
long
people
ago.
from his neighborhood and they crime, any foul play would have went on, we wouldn't know Geechi Gotti.
Man, Wack, this case, let's get to the facts. This case 2018, we talking 2025. So if it was some foul play went along, that would have been dropped. Then look, watch this.
Why are you still
then watch this though, Wack. Then watch this. Not only that, my crimees, my codees with me all the time, except one that's not him.
So here go the question they got, and I haven't seen it. So if it don't exist, tell me that. He keeps saying something about
confidential interview with police.
A confidential interview. Does it say that?
Man, that shit don't say nothing about a confidential interview with the police.
Does it say that?
It says that 100%. Pre-trial services, you look it up as a confidential
interview. It says pre-trial. Watch this. Now, boom. Watch this. Wack. It says pre-trial services. That date that he's talking about is the date that I got released on bond. I got released on bond. So for the pre-trial So for the pre-trial services, my people, we had a high-ass bond. My people had to put their tax information, house up, all that type of shit. They're not gonna let you, the public, be able to get a civilian.
Okay, so stop right there. Adept, are you telling me The shit you looking at is pre-trial services tied to that.
Yes,
Facts. The
sir.
line before
Yes,
that
So
sir.
say
you
But
didn't,
confidential.
you know,
none of these
hold
other
on,
codees had that interview.
hold on, Adept. You didn't say that yesterday. You didn't
Yes,
say.
I did. That's what I showed. Pre-trial
Yeah.
services. Then we looked up what that is. It's a confidential
Okay,
interview
so
They
with
what
don't
we
know
police.
how to
gonna
read
do?
paperwork, man.
Hold on. So
Right there.
pre-trial. So what Gotti's saying, I'm gonna text my bondsman right now. Right. What Gotti's saying is the pre-trial services was them going over whoever was putting up the bond, their financials and shit.
Exactly.
Now, let me ask you something because you had mandatory supervised release for 36 months, which would end in 2020. What are you still reporting to police in 2025? Because none of the
I'm,
other codees
I'm
have
not
that.
reporting to no officer. I don't have no PO, nothing. That's
And
what I'm
why
saying.
does it say that on your paperwork, dog?
Bro,
What does it
bro,
say?
it,
Wait.
where do it say
Ask
that
him
at?
to show it. Where does it say it at?
It says it right here. So when you pull it up, it says case is still pending and status is still reporting, but his mandatory supervised release ended in 2020.
No, it
Bro,
couldn't have ended in 20. Wait, he called the case in 17 or
Yeah,
20.
17.
yeah,
He had 36
So
months.
he had 36 months probation. That's what
So it
that
would end
is.
in
yeah.
2020.
So
Bro,
it
he
ended
look.
in 20.
So look, watch this though. This is what he's saying. That shit is it's online. It's Googleable. You can look it up. It's gonna say that's saying the status of the case is reporting and pending. The case ain't even pending. So why would it still be saying pending? That's
It says
None.
paperwork
it
that's
right there.
online.
It's
That's
The
just
case
literally
was
right
over
here.
with in 17.
the case was over with, bro. You show me a motherfucking PO that I'm reporting to still. Big dog, stop making up stuff.
Then
It's
who are
all
you
there.
reporting to then? Because it's
Okay.
you're the only one that it says that. Everyone else says it's
So
closed.
a depth. You got something that says 2025. He's reporting somewhere. That would you
Yes, sir. It's active. Its status is reporting right now. Right now.
to who? It says probation.
It just says status
Now
reporting
I
and
will
case
tell you this,
pending.
Adept. If he was on some foul play shit, reporting and working, we're not gonna be able to see that.
It says it right here though. None of the other co-defendants have that. Everyone else's case is closed. He's the only one that's still pending and reporting, which doesn't make sense because he had mandatory supervised release that would end in 2020.
Yeah, 3 years.
Right. Exactly.
So where's it at? You got it?
Post it up
Yeah.
top.
I mean,
Post it
can
up
I
top.
share a
Then.
screen on here? I've
You
never
can,
been on
yo,
space
Verb,
before.
you got it?
No, I don't do paperwork. This they thing. I just defend
Oh,
myself. Let that
It's right
nigga
here.
put
If
it
I
up
can
top.
share a
Put it up top.
screen, I don't know if I can share my screen on Spaces. This is my first time
Now,
being on
what you
Spaces.
do?
Adept, you got my phone number, right? You got it from when I
Oh,
called?
I can
Yes.
yeah, I can send it to you right now. Hold on.
Yeah,
I
there
got
you go. See, the part where he's telling me that was a bail hearing, right? And usually when I go bail a motherfucker out, I don't gotta go in. We ain't gotta go to no courts. You have the substation. When you get a bail reduction or you got some shit that's high, and you gotta show property and where the money come from and all that type of shit. Was some drugs involved in this? Some scripts or something?
Hell yeah. Tens of thousands of dollars worth of lean and
Oh
pills, and he
yeah, so
avoided federal court.
that's why they gotta show where the money coming from. Anytime it's drug related in any way, you have to show where the money's coming from.
Okay, check your messages. I just sent it to you right now. Case is pending, status is reporting. He's the only one that's still like that. Everyone else is closed. Except for the Laquan brother. The Laquan brother says county jail. I don't know which one is dead. Geechi said one of these co-defendants passed away.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Laquan is not in the county jail. None of this. This is what you reading is at the time of the case, big dog. So when you go back and when you get somebody's paperwork, bro, even though you're getting it in 2025, you're getting it from the time when the crime happened, big dog. So if it's
But
saying
why
status,
is everyone
so if
else's
it's saying
closed?
because they were closed, their case was closed at that time. Mine
Bro,
says pending
everything you
report.
showing me is from
That's
2017,
what he
bro.
don't get that. You can't.
Yes, sir. And that's the top right there. It's
Yeah,
the
We were
yeah,
state, the
well, it's
status
gonna
of the
be
case
yo,
right now.
listen, it's from 2017, right? So at that point in time, you got an arresting agency, Palm Springs 2017, and you got a bail posted, right? 200,000, right? All of this is gonna be pending. You said you had something showing 2025.
This is what it is, right? This is what I'm saying when I look
Wack
it up.
100. Check this out. Look, look, look. Not to cut these niggas. Hey, not
This
to cut
don't
these
say
niggas. Hey,
2025.
not to cut these niggas.
It's
ears
gonna
off,
be
Wack.
pending because he still had 3 years to do.
Exactly. This paperwork is 2000. Look, Wack. Not to cut these niggas ear off, but they don't know how to read paperwork. They don't know nothing.
Hey, don't put day on me, bro. That's you do.
Right?
But what? Even bigger than that though. This I got the whole minute order is up. So even if you couldn't
now,
so even
Ella
if you
the mayor got a year,
hold
but
on,
he got out in
hold on,
7 days.
hold on, hold on.
He only did
Watch
7
this.
days.
This how you know
you did
look, watch
19.
this. This is what you're saying. Look, so I'm gonna clear Li name up too, cause this how you got it all wrong. Li the mayor didn't do no 7 days and get kicked out of there. That's a lie, bro. That's
It says it right
lie.
here.
Li the mayor name is not
Right here.
Laquan
So now
Miller.
you're lying again.
Li mayor name is not Laquan Miller, bro. That's not.
No, we're talking about Jamel.
So what?
Okay, well, look,
What day did he get? Watch
Adapt.
this. Watch this. Hold on. What's how you gonna get him? What day did he get kicked out in 7 days? What day was that?
Boom, 7 days. So I'm gonna send it to Wack right now so you can see.
Yeah, cause what day did he get kicked out 7 days? You finna play yourself, and now you played yourself. Cause look, and now even bigger than that though. Let's get back to what I'm saying. This is the minute. This is the minute order. Wack 100. This is the minute order. So even if even if you
That's
couldn't
not
see
even
a,
10%.
No,
of
but
the
what I'm saying is,
even if you couldn't see a statement, just right or wrong, won't in the minutes it'll say, oh, statement was dropped on this day. It's because the secretary.
well, the minute gonna show everything.
It's gonna
A to
show
Z.
everything. Where so it's nowhere in the minutes that says a statement. These dudes is clout chasing.
Because you're a confidential
Look,
informant. The confidential informant is not going to be public.
No, bro,
confidential informant sounds funny.
Adapt, let's go down your checklist. Hold on, Gotti.
Gotti, you
Let's
gotta
go
let it
down
talk.
your checklist. This thing you sent me, right?
Quit it, big
Boom,
dog.
7
It
days.
says
We're not gonna play with no real
pending.
niggas' names.
Look, that says pending, right? This because this was when the case was going on and active.
Then why is everyone else's closed? Because their case was he got out before everybody else. He was out a week before his
He
co-defendant.
bailed out.
I bailed out, stupid.
He bailed out. He wasn't released. He bailed
Don't call
out.
me stupid, Gotti Boom, because you the one that's been lying about.
Hold on,
Bro,
Adapt.
Slandering people, you lying.
Adapt,
you
listen,
lying.
Hey,
so-
look, hey, Wack, hey, look,
So
Wack,
it took
we
him.
already
Hold on.
debunked-
Let's put it
Hey,
up.
Wack,
Wait up,
we done
got
already
it.
debunked
Got it.
these niggas. Look,
Got it.
got it.
The only way you gonna be able to deal with this shit
Gotti still
is
says these niggas.
is a conversation. So Adapt. Remember when you said he did 14 days on a year? I think what you were looking at is it took him 2 weeks to bail out.
Right. And then when he turned himself in, he was out immediately after the fact. He was
No.
out a week before his co-defendants had their felony settlement hearing.
No, what I'm telling you is he should listen. If I'll go today, I'm bailing today, right? Because I got property and all that shit. Actually, my bondsman got it on file. I leave it there with him, right? My artists always brag about it. We go to jail, we don't leave the substation. He took a few weeks to get somebody with property that owned the property, not renting, and I had to find somebody that can show proof of funds. So he didn't do 2 weeks on a year, right?
They also strike 2 of his previous convictions because he was.
That's cool. We do that all day long. I got an attorney named. Listen, go pull up Deshaun Lucas, DESHONE Lucas.
But let me
You can look.
hold on, watch this.
I
Wack,
beat
let me debunk that.
strikes
Hey,
like
Wack,
4
hold on,
different
hold on,
times.
Wait, Wack, because look, these niggas lying on my name and we debunking it. So watch
Hey,
this.
you steady
So
You
watch
the
this.
one
Hold
that's
on,
lying
hold
today,
on,
though.
big dog. Hey, look,
You putting sicknesses and illnesses on people. You the one that's lying.
Hey, we let you talk. Hey, Verb, man, mute that.
We gonna clear that up too.
Look, hold on.
Gotti, I'm
I
gonna
can't
call
hear
this spade a spade, Gotti. I think you jumped out the window on Verb.
All right, so look, I'm gonna talk to you about Verb.
I don't think he meant nothing. I'm gonna call it spade a spade, bro.
Hold on, let's get this though, cause nigga playing with my name. So look, check this out though. He say Romero motion. The paperwork is already posted. You know, my first strike was in
never posted the Romero
2007.
motion.
My first strike was in 2007. On the paperwork, it says the reason that they struck the strike because it was untimely. It was vast amount of time from the last strike to this one to bring it in there. All that is posted. All that is in the paperwork.
Yeah, but Gotti, you know damn well 90% of us is getting strike struck.
All day.
To avoid the third. We do that all day
But
long
I'm just
out
saying,
here.
he don't know that, so I gotta explain that to the slow people.
Yeah, I
'Cause he done made
had a
13
homie
Hey, but look, Wack, he
go
done
to
made
the
13 videos calling
right.
a nigga a snitch, but don't want to fight. That don't make sense.
Well, no, well,
No,
Gotti,
you
that ain't
don't
gonna
want to
listen.
talk
Look,
about
Gotti,
that.
I told you a
You-
long time ago, Gotti, listen, you ain't in comp, you in the metaverse. So how we beat this is we had a conversation and cleared up.
You right. I'm
Nobody's
kick back.
doing that,
I'm a
bro.
kick back.
So
I'm a kick back. I ain't got no.
yeah.
I'm gonna let you.
Now,
I'm gonna let him.
now I want to go through the checklist
I
before
just
we
want
get
the
to
lies
Verb.
to get cleared up though.
No,
Now
we
you
gonna
should
go
have
through
a
the
transcript
checklist
of
before we
that
get to Verb.
confidential interview. You should have a
Hold
transcript of
on,
that confidential
Adept.
interview.
Adept, I want to go down your checklist of allegations because I don't want to skip nothing, right?
All right, so let's start with him liking 16-year-old girls on the internet.
Ah
Go
man,
ahead.
Hold
this
on,
nigga,
wait.
man.
Hold on, bro. Come on.
Hey,
Listen,
get him out of
can
here,
we
You should
man.
stick
start
to
right
the?
Hey,
there.
man, get him out of there.
That's the
Look, let's talk
checklist
me and
though.
Can
Verb.
we
Hey,
stick to the
look, this
case?
nigga's a nobody. Yo, Verb, send him up out of there. We can
How am
talk
I
to some
nobody?
niggas
You a
who really
nobody
got
to
some
me,
shit to
dog. And
say.
no
Okay,
proof
hold
of
on
it.
one
Get the fuck
second,
out.
Gotti.
I'm gonna
Adept,
break your jaw, bro.
Adept.
I
I'm
swear to
here.
God on my
Listen,
mama,
bro.
I'm
You
gonna
got my
break your
address.
jaw.
You pussy, nigga. You
No,
got
he's
Break
my
not.
your
He
jaw,
address.
ain't
you
gonna
little
Nigga.
bitch.
break
I'm gonna
shit.
break your jaw.
Hey,
They can't hear
Fuck
y'all.
wrong
They
with
can't
you,
Gotti
hear
ain't
nigga.
y'all.
finna
They
do
can't hear
shit.
y'all.
I'm gonna break your
Gotti,
jaw.
Nigga.
hey,
All
Gotti,
right, dog. You 5'7".
Gotti.
You look like a Mucinex booger, you
I'm
bitch
gonna
ass
Hold
break
on,
nigga.
your jaw. You a
Adept,
bitch.
Now you a
Gotti.
5'7"
Listen,
midget. Nigga. Shut
Gotti.
the fuck up.
Nah,
Stop telling
now
people
you
what you
talking.
gonna do, nephew. Loose cannon already in this
You
for
ain't
that.
gonna
Chill
do
out.
nothing. And you're still
Yeah,
reporting
you
shit.
right. He ain't gonna do nothing. He's not
Yeah, I
gonna
ain't
do
got no
nothing.
threats of violence. This
That's
ain't
all
even
good.
me
Okay.
talking.
So Adept, Gotti, chill out. You know, if that's there, that's there. Adept, let's go down your checklist of what your allegations was on the
Yes, for
criminal
liking the
side.
16-year-old girls. Let's start there.
Come on, bro. Like, listen, we
But
not
that's
trolling.
the checklist. We're going by the checklist. He was
We're
liking
talking about
16-year-old
the
girls on
criminal
the internet.
case.
That is weird. That could be a
Okay.
criminal case.
Okay. Well, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Listening to what Verb did, Gotti, and your response.
I'll talk to Verb and we'll handle this
Yeah, I
shit here.
think you jumped out the window,
I don't
bro.
got no problem having a conversation with him right here
There you go,
in
right
your
there.
but at the same time, he gotta send that weirdo down because that dude's a clown, bro. I ain't
Nah,
No,
gonna
he
nah,
keep
gonna
nah,
talking.
chill
nah,
out.
nah.
He gonna chill out while y'all talking. Adept, let these men talk, bro.
Now,
Yeah, go ahead.
like I said, now he jumped in my and where I come from. Like I said, now Verb done had issues with a million niggas online. When he had his issues with Hitman and different niggas to whoever he had his issues with, you won't find a tweet of me saying, "Hey, yo, niggas making Verb look crazy," or "Verb need to woo woo wham." Verb need to do this, do that. I mind my business when niggas is having they back and forth.
You
I
do
see a
look
million
crazy
things.
though
Hey,
of
bro, we not
federal
talking to no
charges,
busters.
supporting
Busters
penal
getting no
code
air, bro.
186.22,
Busters is
all of
getting
that.
no air, bro. Chill out. So now, like I
Dog,
said,
we're
I
not
ain't had
giving you no air. I don't know
Busters
what
ain't
you
getting
talking
no
about.
air,
You the one
bro.
that has to
You
Hey, they
already
explain
know.
can't
Look,
hear
yourself.
y'all,
bro.
man.
Hey,
Come on,
bro,
let
get
them
up out of
niggas.
here.
Hey,
Busters
y'all
ain't
got
getting
one
no
at a time. They can't hear you.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking to this man. This nigga's a clown. Like I said, I ain't never jumped in nothing
You
he
a
had
midget.
going on. I ain't never said nothing about nothing he had going on. So when I see a nigga that's lying on me, and then me and Ver, we might not be the best of friends or the closest homies, but we had enough rapport to where if he see me getting into it with a nigga, I'm thinking he got enough sense to, man, let me stay away. Let me stay away from that.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Gotti,
Because I'm getting into it
Gotti,
with a nigga. You know what I'm
Gotti,
saying? And once you speak
Gotti,
on it, I'm gonna say
Gotti,
something.
Gotti. A Verb is not from Nutty Block. He didn't say, nigga, what you saying now goes for your block. I hear what you saying. But what he said, it wasn't against you, bro.
All right. All right. Now watch this. So look. After that, this is what I'm gonna tell you. So after that, once he said what he said, we both made our spaces. I ain't say nothing else about him. I wake up yesterday, the man said something to me, and that's how we got here.
I got it. So
Go ahead.
when your video came out with you and your man speaking on me again, that's when I saw that, right?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So that's what brought that back up. When I said something to you that day, when you said something to me, that was that day. I ain't bring that shit back up. I woke up the next day and you and him is on camera saying that. That's why I said something else. I
But
ain't say nothing else before then.
what did we say in the video that was disrespectful? We didn't call you no busters no more. Talking about you
But
and
but
them.
hey, but look, Gotti, that's my opinion. I didn't like the way it sounded the same way. You didn't like what I wrote. Same thing.
Okay. So, I'm going to tell y'all both right now why I'm tripping. Because I got you niggas contracted as judges. Y'all got to be able to, this some bullshit, right?
Now, Wack, let me ask you something. Why did none of the other
Def,
co-defendants
hold
have to
on,
do the
bro.
confidential interview with
I gave
police?
you opportunity. I'm really on some real shit. I don't know if you look like us, but I'm on a mission to clear this up,
Yes, sir.
right? So I feel like Gotti. When you seen him respond, this is just me. I don't even think you read all the way through it. I think you seen the response, and nigga, you thought he was on some bullshit, and you tripped. That's what I think.
Now look. That could be. I'm gonna be. That could be true. But you know, in our land, when a nigga, I'm already on a nigga for lying about a
I
nigga with
know that's
snitches.
why I just said
Feel
what
me?
I said. I
Yeah.
And this nigga from Compton for real, right? So I
I'm from
understand his
St. Louis. I
mentality.
don't get. I'm from St. Louis, man.
No,
We
no,
don't.
no, I get it, and I understand his mentality, right? His mentality is the minute look, if he would have saw Wack 100 and me giving a statement, he would have read the whole statement, right? But with you, he know y'all good, but it ain't no telling what might go happen. And because he was already hot about the civilian playing with him, he saw a response from you and he took it like it was a bad one.
And I took it down
And
like like a real
I'm
nigga though.
telling you,
Wack.
Gotti, I
I took
read
it
the
down.
response, bro.
If I jumped out the
You
gun,
jumped
I can
out the gun,
apologize like
bro.
a man for that. The next day is I never said nothing to. He can agree to that though. After I said my statement about going across, he said what he said. We backed off, nigga. We ain't say no other word to each other. I did that video the same day of that. So he seen my video maybe late, but that video dropped the same day that he made his tweet. So it was the same thing, like he said. He jumped out the gun. I respected it. Now, if he go to his DM when he first made the tweet about saying what he said, I DM'd him. I didn't take no tweet back and say that. I went straight to his DM and said, "Hey, shoot me your line. We can holler, even if it was gonna be squabbling, because that's where it was at. Because he said something about boxing.
Yeah, but here go the thing. Hold on. He
But I
said
still
something about
offered.
boxing because he felt he didn't do nothing wrong, and he felt that he took precautions if you may have took something wrong
And
of
took it
taking
down.
it down, and you told him you was gonna go across the chin. Nigga.
But I said cross the chin first, though.
Yeah,
That was
no,
on. We
no,
already
no,
got
Wack. He
past
said
that.
That's
that
that
first. No,
guilty
no, Wack. No,
conscience.
Wack. He said
Yeah,
that. He
yeah. I
said
said
that.
that
Look,
before that.
he said that first. And but the thing is,
And then you
when I
took it down.
look, and that's even
Yeah.
worse. I took it down because I said, "Hey, bro, listen, you might not understand my lingo because I'm from out here. That have no malice on you, and that's why Adept thought
So
that I was
you
protecting
wrote
them.
what
You
you wrote,
understand?
and then Gotti said, "I go across your chin," and then you took it down.
No, it wasn't like that.
No, no,
No,
I
I ain't
want to
not.
make sure I got the
Yeah,
right steps.
yeah, for sure. In a
Gotti,
And
nutshell,
then
yeah.
he woke up the.
Gotti, you my
And I.
partner, but you tripped. You
Okay, cool.
you
No,
jumped out
I'm
the
saying,
window, nigga.
look. No, look. I'm not even look. I'm man enough to stand on it. If I'm looking like I trip, look, but I got the right to trip when we talking snitch shit. Is all I'm
Well,
saying.
yeah, with this dude though, but he
Yeah.
Verb said you gotta have your shit in order coming with this shit. This dude is told different dude.
That's all he said.
Yeah, so once we got past that, like I say, me and Verb, we ain't never had no other words. He woke up the next day, he seen something else and brought it back up, and that's how we got here, though. Is what I'm saying. You know
But
what I'm
no,
saying?
the reason I brought it back up because when I went on YouTube, it was up for 2 hours on the site, and I saw that. I didn't see that. This was up for 2 hours. That's why I responded and said, "Damn, you went back here after I took it
But
down."
yeah, so everything was all in the same date, and like I said, and my video was me stepping on that dude. I had my co-defendant up there because he just
The
he from the
co-defendant
streets
that
like
did
me.
7 days.
He from the streets like
No,
me.
it's co-defendant bailed out in 7 days.
He don't get it, man.
Adept,
Got
you
out in
gotta
7 days. Get
listen.
out of here,
This
man.
what and I
Yo,
told
hold
you
up.
this
How do you
yesterday
avoid? No, hold up. How do you avoid federal charges robbing a damn
because
pharmacy
the
and taking
feds didn't
houses
pick
Because we
it
got
up.
lawyers, man.
We don't
and
write a
running the
letter.
county?
Listen to death. We don't write a letter and
Don't make
say,
no
"Hey,
sense.
feds, are you gonna pick it up?" If the feds are gonna pick it up, they pick it up. If they don't pick it up, I got a homeboy right now doing 20 years behind hitting a pharmacy for the third time. They didn't pick it up. They sent him to the state.
Now let me ask you something. Is there a
I want to know
transcript
if
of the
anybody knew
confidential
Adept
interview with
before
the
today, and I'm
officer?
about to mute back up. I just want to know that.
Nah, but Adept, here go the thing. I told you yesterday, make sure you going over your paperwork. Now,
Yeah,
what I don't like,
that's why I want to
if
know
you was
where's the
sitting there,
transcript
bro,
for the
you was
interview.
sitting there misleading your people.
Not at
Well,
all.
okay,
Not at
well,
all. You're
can we
trying to
go
protect
over the
yourself.
checklist of your
I get you
paperwork?
trying to protect this dude. You make money with dude.
I've
Is
never
there a
made a dollar
transcript
with
of the
bro.
Okay, but let me. Is there a transcript
Matter of
for the
fact,
interview that was
we
played
are
on video?
enemies if you talking about
Absolutely.
the street politics. If you really want to know.
I just need to
I'm just
know is
telling
there
you,
a
like, so
transcript of the interview with the
it's my
officer?
partner, but I'm letting you know we ain't made no money together. I'm not a crip. He's a Compton crip. Their worst enemies are power rules. I'm a power rule, right? Okay.
Got you.
I'm
Now,
not gonna lie,
I
man.
have
This
one
nigga, hey, this
question. Is there
nigga
a
really, hey, look, this
transcript
nigga
of the
high in the
interview
house,
with the
man. Like we shouldn't
officer?
even have no niggas like this in the culture that can spread
Nah, not at all.
lies
Watch it.
Well,
Let me
on
ask
real
you
Gotti,
what
what
we're
he's
niggas.
doing.
doing right
Niggas
How
now,
do
spreading
you
lies
avoid
on
it?
real
Gotti, let
niggas.
it
How do you
happen
avoid
because
it?
this is
He ain't
called,
playing games
Amen.
with people.
Can
Hold
we
on
yeah,
though.
can
this
we
is
move
Look,
on?
called
hey, Verb,
discrediting
send that
his.
nigga down because he ain't one of us for one anyway. Niggas shouldn't even have no nigga like this up here amongst real niggas who got real
Well,
skills on my team.
Gotti, let me tell you what's good about
Instagram.
this.
I don't got no air for these niggas. Whack. Hey, look, we
That's
already
why I'm
agreed.
asking who know him.
But
I
Where
I
don't,
he
got
come
no
from?
air for these niggas, feel?
I don't even want you to talk to him no more. That's why I'm talking to him.
I don't want to do no talking
In
to him. Nigga, ain't never
2017,
I don't
talked
want
about
you
shit.
to.
California
That's why I was talking to him.
employment
Nah,
program.
I'm done talking to him.
Yeah,
We ain't got
that's why I'm talking to him.
I know you are. I know you are.
Adept,
I got you.
Adept, here goes the game,
All
bro.
right, so California doesn't have a confidential informant program. That's not
My
true.
what?
For people that have 2 strikes.
No,
That's not
we
true?
don't have no 2-strike CI program. Nigga,
Yes,
CI
there are.
program,
Yes,
nigga ain't got no
what?
strikes. What you talking about?
You just covered it today. 60 Minutes did a
Hey,
whole
bro,
segment on
a
it.
CI could be a nigga with no strikes.
They're
Look at
specifically
Sylvester on the Big U case. He has no strikes and he's a CI.
He had 2 strikes. He had 2 convictions that were strikes.
Okay.
He
First it
had
was
an
And
Payson
over
that was
here
a
in
CI. Man, get this
California,
weird ass nigga up
okay,
out of here, man.
wait, Gotti, chill out,
Man,
chill out.
who
California
is Adept?
what is
100%
we
has
doing
that
with
Bro,
this
program.
dude?
For
bro,
you to
over
say
here in
that they don't have that program,
California, we have what
that's a
you
lie.
call a strike hearing, right? And I'm gonna tell you what's still some strike hearings are overcrowding of our institutions and prisons, right? Start making it mandatory that you have a strike hearing, right? Because instead of a nigga doing 2 years off 4, they just sent a lot of niggas who didn't double up to 4 with another 10-year enhancement with 85%. So they take you in there, and if you done spent the money, your attorney could get your strike stricken to where you don't get a third strike, and they'll send you up the way to do a 66% bid, worst case scenario.
He didn't even do that. He didn't even do
He
that.
didn't have to do it because he was sentenced to a county lid and or
So let me.
probation.
So robbing a pharmacy is not a
Bro,
federal
hey,
charge.
bro, listen to me. Blueface had a
That's what you're telling
freeway
me.
shooting. The world watched it. He had a freeway shooting. They found a gun and all the empty shells in his car. The world watched it. I walked out of there with a misdemeanor with a
So Wack,
3-year
I sent you a
probation.
video. I just sent you a
It's
video.
called,
Okay,
listen,
this is 3
it's
months. This
called
is 3 months.
spending money on a motherfucking
Right. We
attorney.
got it. We got it. Now, I just sent you a video. 3 months after this dude bailed out, he was released. He's on camera recording everybody on Nutty Blog, asking about their affiliations and making sure their identity's on camera.
Man, get
What's
the
about
fuck
that?
out
Man,
of here,
who
bro.
is this nigga?
I just
Who
sent
is
it to
this
you. I
nigga,
just sent
man?
it to you
Hey,
right
bro,
now.
Verb, he
Verb
doing a
got
little
this
bit too
got
much,
this.
bro. Like,
Who is
Verb, you ain't
this,
see it.
man?
Verb
I
saw the
don't know
video.
what. Come on,
Verb
bro.
saw the video.
Let
Y'all
this
niggas
dude not
tripping.
Hey,
go,
bro,
man.
do you not know that 98% of us on the streets are on gang file already? They know the fuck
That
we
Man,
don't
are.
mean nothing to me. I need to
man,
know why he was
this nigga is
recording the
talking
blog,
about me doing this nigga talking
identifying
about me
Got
everybody
doing
it.
in
the
the blog,
Kill
street
the
and
Man, I
cop.
asking
can't
about their
believe y'all
affiliations
really
on
sitting in
nah,
here
camera.
look,
talking
y'all,
about
Nah,
look,
police,
nah,
look,
man.
he
That's
reaching
crazy.
now, bro. Now
look,
you
all
reaching.
No,
you gotta
y'all
do is
sitting in
pull
here
up.
I'm
talking to
Look,
the
reaching.
hey,
It's
look,
police
hey,
about
literally a
Verb, hey,
real
look,
video.
street
nigga don't
shit.
mind
Y'all
having no
niggas is
It's
crazy.
conversation with
literally
Verb.
a
Wack can
video.
have
Look,
the
look,
fuck
look,
he
look
want.
now.
Literally.
We ain't got to even drag it
Yeah,
out.
this
Y'all,
crazy now. He
look,
talking
check it.
crazy now.
Look. Check this out. We
Absolutely
ain't.
not. He's on video doing it. He looked
Y'all
crazy
keep talking
doing it,
about
recording his
CIs. This
blog.
nigga
Okay, if
is the
that's the
real
case,
police.
hold
Come
on.
on, Cap.
Hold on. Look, Death.
God, this
You can
nigga
go pull
crazy.
up a TV series called The Streets of Compton. I executive produced it. I'm in Crip Hood, Paru Hood on Paru Street, sitting there with the gang members, introducing them and talking to them. It's a 4-part series. I own it. Like, nigga, that ain't telling on nobody.
So that's doing it while on probation, while on mandatory supervised release.
Don't
Really.
matter. Was he gang banging? Was he fighting? Did he flash a
Damn
gun?
lie. That's a damn lie, Wack. That's a damn
Where
lie.
you from, bro?
New York,
What,
the
so
Bronx.
you telling me that if a nigga went over there and turned the camera on and shot a documentary, they gonna violate him?
This wasn't a documentary. This was a video he was doing on Instagram and asking everybody on that block about their affiliations.
Okay. Did they have a fight?
What the fuck? Hey, man,
Were they selling
hey,
drugs?
hey, look, man,
Don't
Verb,
exist. And
please
then the
sit this
person.
nigga
Hey, look.
down,
Let
man.
them.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Finish. Let them finish their
Yeah, I'm
convo.
trying to figure out what are you getting to, bro?
Niggas are police, homie.
What I'm getting to is that this dude is a confidential
Nah,
informant.
bro, come on.
100%.
You the
You ain't
only
got
There's
nigga
no
no
out
way
way.
here,
around it.
bro.
There's no way
Get out of
around
here,
it.
man. Get out of here,
Yeah,
man.
I'm done talking. This nigga talking crazy. If you was
All
talking,
right. So look.
No. You sound
Look,
crazy,
y'all.
bro. This makes
So
no
look.
sense.
So check this out. That's why I told y'all and right before we started this conversation, Gotti, I said, do I do paperwork? I don't give a fuck about no paperwork. I don't give a fuck about that. I only cared about me. He said it ain't that. I'm gonna pull down what I said on him, and he can pull down what he said on me. And the
That's
deaf
it.
me and him can
That's
figure it out.
easy said. That's easy. That's nothing.
That's
That's
great.
All right.
literally. That's
Verb,
dead
I
easy.
sent you what he sent me. And I'm like, bro, the case is active. It's gonna say that. It's
Hey, Wack, didn't I? But I told you before. I said I don't do
nah,
paperwork.
you
I don't
don't
do it.
do. That's why you called me on it. And I'm
I
like,
said I
I
don't
ain't
do it.
seen no docs. My first time looking at the documents. And I'm like, when he just sent it, I'm like, bro, this 2017. His case wouldn't be closed till 2020. So it's gonna say active.
And yet it still says that the status is
It's gonna
It's
still
say that, but the
2017
paperwork is from 2017.
right.
when it was
Now when
active.
he was
Hey,
released on
hey, listen,
bail,
All
when
FBI,
right,
he
look
was
at
Dep,
Def.
get
released,
the
It's
fuck
cool.
so
out
So
of
so
here,
look,
you
bro.
it's
We
lied
gonna
cool.
about there not being a
Hey,
confidential
look,
informant
man. Hey, look.
program in
All
California.
right.
Confidential informants live in places like Jonesboro, Arkansas. Get out of here.
Or
Clown
they
ass
go to
nigga.
No, bitch
Arizona.
nigga. You
Yeah,
fucking
that's where
midget.
he at. Jonesboro, Arkansas. Get
Yeah,
out
you
of here,
damn
man.
right I I got a nice, beautiful house. You
Yeah, yeah.
damn
You
All
right,
right,
ain't
all
got
bitch
right,
no
all right.
nigga.
house.
So
You
You
look,
live
so
with
damn
your
look,
right.
so
grandma.
look, so
Get up
look,
out of
so
here.
so so look. Check this out. On my end,
You
like
ain't gonna
y'all,
find no case
look,
on me
look,
talking about to anybody,
look at
bitch
Def.
nigga.
Hold
Fuck
on,
the fuck
listen,
you
listen.
talking
Y'all,
about.
y'all had jobs. On my end, when it come to Gotti, our shit is it's flattened. I never said nothing about no paperwork. I never called him a rat to this day. I never did not one time. That ain't my style of play. I made that clear. I told Wack I do not do paperwork. We asked the debt before. I do not do paperwork. That ain't my thing. All right, so whatever y'all got going on, what y'all got on. Got it, whatever that is,
Nah,
we
Verb
gonna get it
told me that
done.
off the rip.
Yeah,
Even when
yeah.
I
I'm
tried
look,
to
look,
explain
look,
it
look.
to him,
Like I
he
just
told me
told
he
you,
didn't
though.
want
Like
to
I
hear
said,
it.
if
That
I
ain't what he
jumped out
do.
the gun, if I jumped out the gun, I'm man enough to say, look, homie, that was
There
my
we
bad
go.
on
Good
me.
shit.
All right, we all good. We all good.
Good shit, bro. I appreciate y'all.
But why you still stand on there's no confidential informant program in
There's a
California
confidential
2017,
informant
2018?
program for people with no strikes, 2 strikes, 10 strikes. There's a confidential informant with people that is incarcerated in
Yeah, there
prison.
is. Fact.
Yes, it's
Fact.
called informants. What the fuck that got to do with
Right.
him? He did 3 years
Now,
probation.
3 months after he was released, you can keep on yelling all you want. I got my own platform. I can say it
Nigga,
myself.
going
Man,
on. What you
listen,
want
man,
a
this
problem
nigga
with
want
me
some
now?
content, man. This
3 months after
this the
release, this
content
dude is
nigga, man.
Hold
Get
recording
on.
his
this
entire
nigga.
block,
Hey, we not
asking
giving
people
this
about their
buster no
affiliation.
air,
That's how
man.
big you
This,
and them
hey,
got caught
man,
up.
get
What are you
him out of
talking
here. This
about?
nigga the
Literally, as
FBI. He
soon
trying
as
to take us home
paperwork,
down,
they
man.
pulled up
Yeah,
images,
bro.
boss.
I'm
I
fucking
don't know.
This
I
pissed.
don't
nigga
know
the
how this
feds,
nigga.
homie.
You got it,
This
bro.
nigga the feds, homie. That's
Delete
a
that
fact.
He ain't.
Somebody
shit.
told
No,
me. Listen,
he a
somebody
nigga
told me get
that
the fuck
don't
out of here. This
understand
nigga the
law.
feds, homie. I'm out of here. This
No,
nigga the
you
feds.
don't
Hey, I'm
understand
gone.
shit
Hey, I'm gonna
clearly.
take. Oh, hey, I'll take
Clearly.
all my tweets
Because
down.
what's
Hey,
crazy is
yo,
people said
Gotti.
the same thing
Hey,
about
yo,
Big U
Gotti.
Buster,
2 years
this
ago.
Buster
Y'all
getting
Hey,
was
no air.
saying the
This
Gotti.
same
nigga
thing
from the
about Big
feds.
U.
Yeah,
That's
I hear you,
crazy
Hey,
as
Buster.
hell to
Gotti.
me.
Listen, bro. It should be no reason why I go to call your number and I ain't got the new one. You tripping?
Oh yeah, nah,
I
man. You not look. I was on this Buster giving him no air. He started leaking my phone number. I'm thinking, yeah, man. I told him where you at. I did too. I
And
played
I
these
gave you my
these
addy, and you lied
busters.
about
These
being
niggas
outside my
busters.
house
That's
because you
all.
a bitch.
That's it is. I
You
was
lied
on
about
these
being
busters
outside my
giving
house
them
because
no
you a
air,
sucker.
man. I was too
You a
busy not
sucker.
giving the Buster no air. Then I tried to
You
box him in
lied
the
about being
ring,
outside
and
my
Well,
he
this was a
house.
scared me.
good
Hold
room
up.
because we was
Clown.
able to show what he talking about. He was
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
up
we
half
got
the
yeah,
story. So,
the full
and
speed,
on top of that,
but he knew
All you
he
do is
knew from
yeah,
the
talk.
but
You a
jump.
Gotti, on
He
liar.
knew
top of
from the
that, I
jump
don't
it
give a
wasn't
fuck
no
about dude. You and Verb getting it right, all I give a fuck about anyway. Fuck
on the
dude.
hood. No, that's mandatory. That's
You
mandatory.
can
But
say
these
fuck
type of
me all
niggas
you
got to
want.
get
I
out
don't
the
give a
culture.
fuck, nigga.
He
I
don't got
don't
no
care.
problem lying on
Because
niggas and all
the
that just
fact
for
is, this
content.
nigga's
Get
a
up out of here.
confidential
You go,
informant,
hey, get up out of
100%.
here,
Clearly.
FBI adept. We don't want to hear
Clearly.
you, bro. You's a snitch and a
Yeah, because you a
buster and you's
clown,
a
nigga. Now,
faggot.
where's the
Get up
transcript
out
with
of
that
here. You know what I'm
confidential
saying? So,
All
hey, I'm
right. So
out of
just
here,
let
man.
that
I'm
go.
not
All
doing
right,
no
all
more
right, all
talking
right,
to no
all right.
agent.
Hey, look, it's already private. It's all good. We finna get it all together. We
In the block.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What up, YouTube's Clubhouse TV back with another one. And on this one, we got Geechi Gotti, Ayo Verb in a heated conversation. Wack 100 comes in and saves the day. So, you've been paying attention. You already know there's been mad energy between Verb and Geechi, especially lately. Now, they've been going back and forth, getting real personal. But what had the timeline buzzing? You see, Wack jumped in the mix to clear the business. He was like, y'all can do all that talk, but for that about no money or no real move, what we doing? He wasn't picking sides. He was checking both of them, real OG style, making sure nobody's ego gets in the way of opportunity. You know, Verb was in his bag as usual, talking slick, pushing that energy. Geechi wasn't backing down, you already know, but Wack came through like a referee in heavyweight title, telling them both to calm down and think about the bigger picture, like turning his energy into a bag. That's what makes Wack different. You know, love him or hate him, he knows how to get the folks to think business first. You hear they was beefing, but he's like, let's get the content. He ain't about that ego. He's about execution. Now, instead of letting it spiral into some endless back and forth, he put that mirror up to both of them. Said, y'all want to beef or y'all want to build? So now the culture's watching. Are we getting a battle out of this? A live face-off? A podcast? Or was it just heat with no fire? One thing's for sure, when Wack steps in, people are going to listen. Like I said, like him or not, he knows how to control the room. Let me know what you think about the content in the comments. Do you think Wack handled it right? Should Geechi and Verb take it to the stage or squash it behind the scenes? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always alerted when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. As always, I certainly appreciate y'all checking out Clubhouse TV, and I'm